What happens if there are issues then with things like planning permissions? What happens in that situation?
Well, then the owner of the property would have to go back to the planning department or building control and make an application to rectify the situation and produce, get the paperwork produced. Or on occasion they might have to do further work to their property to make sure it complies.
So because you mentioned just two things I didn't even realise you'd need permission for, so the decking and a wood-burning stove.
Yeah.
Could you be sort of penalised retrospectively for that?
Technically, yes, but what normally happens is they obtain a letter of comfort. But with something like a wood-burning stove, you need to make sure that it's been flued correctly, and it's to prevent carbon monoxide poisoning, really, and just to make sure that you've got, sign-off by, or it's been fitted by a government-approved fitter.
Yeah, so presumably when you purchase something like that, hopefully whoever you buy it from would be able to guide you down that that road initially.
That's what we would do.
In terms of other members of staff that have joined the practice, Carly, there's Darren, Paul Williams, first of all, the e-gaming consultant.
That's right, yeah, Paul has joined us. He's got many years' experience in the e-gaming sector, assisted lots of companies in applications for licences on island and off island and other jurisdictions, drafting procedural documentation that they need to support applications and just going forward with the business for compliance purposes and regulatory work. So he's an excellent addition to our advisory team, and we're actually new things for this year. We're going down to ICE in London in February, which is the big sort of gaming conference and things like that, and assisting on the stand down there, so people can come and chat to us about the Isle of Man and what the process is to obtain a licence on the Isle of Man and things like that.
And before we get on to this new initiative, this Business Bites initiative that's coming up as well, you also have a new role yourself, Carly, don't you? Tell us about it.
Oh gosh, so I'm now the chairperson of the Isle of Man Fund and Wealth Association.
Ooh, fancy.
Sounds fancy. So what that is it's an organisation on the island, and it's sort of a collection of parties in the sort of finance sector, stockbrokers, fund administrators and managers. So there's an association where basically they all gather, so it's got representatives on the committee from the various sectors. And what we try and do is we put events together, marketing events. The other thing that we look at is we have a regulatory subcommittee in there, so it may look at the changes in the law that are coming up and things like that. So it's a good organisation for parties to get involved with as well. So if anyone does want to get involved, please come and help.
I did say I was going to mention the B word at some point, and I just wonder from Mann Benham's point of view, I mean, is this something you'd watch closely, the developments regarding Brexit over there in the UK?
We do look at it. The difficulty, I think, is it's such a complex issue. And I would have thought it's quite difficult for all parties trying to deal with it, because there's so many stakeholders, probably with different views or different perspectives. So it's very, very difficult, I would have thought, to deal with that.
Yeah, we'll wait to see what the fallout of that is going to be over the next few days. But I won't mention it again, Christy, okay?
That's it. That was your one mention.
That was it.
No
I'll try
more.
not to. Okay. But we are going to talk about something hugely positive that Mann Benham is doing for this year. And Christy mentioned the Business Bites. What is this all about?
So what it is it's a series of sort of like little snapshots that we've put together to help just local businesses with maybe general queries they have. So there's a series of these little, what we've called breakfast bites, where people can come along. There's croissants and tea and coffee. Not that I'm saying that would lure you there. I'm sure it'd be much more interesting to listen to the lectures and so on. And what it is there's a variety of topics. So we've got someone marketing and how maybe to assist your business in the marketing sphere, with specialists in marketing coming in to help with that. And then just general topics that we think might touch a business. So maybe recovery of debts, or dealing with a dispute of some kind, or perhaps a business is looking to enter into a lease. So common things you need to look for in a lease, aspects about buying and selling of a business, and dealing with those bits as well, because that's quite important as well. You know, you need to understand, one, what you're buying, or one, what you're agreeing to sell with anything. So these are just like snapshots of what we're looking to do, so people can pop along. It's probably about 20 minutes, just chat through, and then there'll be almost like an open session of questions and answers where you can just raise certain things. So we think it should be quite helpful to the local community. So
in essence, you sort of it's almost like a chance to get a sort of quick bite of almost like free legal advice, isn't it, if you're going through something?
Yeah, so they can come and have a quick chat to us. Well, as with everything, so we still run the initial consultation free service in any event. So if parties have any questions, they can ring us up, pop in and chat things through with us. So yeah, it gives an opportunity just to debate it as well. There's certain aspects as well that they're not all from Mann Benham effectively, because obviously companies might want to understand about what you need from an accounting perspective to make sure you're complying with the law. So some accountants are coming along and helping with that area as well. So it's quite a rounded piece for businesses.
And even I think one of the first topics in particular is about marketing, isn't it? Social media presence and that sort of thing as well.
That's outside my scope of experience, to be quite honest.
You're still not on Facebook?
No.
No, haven't been lured in. Do you have to be any particular size of business in order to come along to these?
No, not at all. No, you go on to Eventbrite and you can book a place on there. I think the venue holds about 30 to 40 people. So if you book your place quite quickly, because they can fill up quite quickly, and then you just pop along and see us and chat to us.
And we should say it's at the Eagle Lab, isn't it? Which is a great facility anyway. But it also sort of presents an opportunity for networking, doesn't it?
That's it. Yeah, the Eagle Lab is a brilliant venue. I don't know if you've been in or not. It's a really nice place. So it gives an opportunity to chat, and there's various businesses in there as well.
And you get some breakfast, and it's free. Amazing. So if anybody is interested, where can they find the full list of the subjects that you're going to be covering?
They're on our Facebook page, I believe, and also on our website. So if you have a look on there, or if you just need some information, it's not at all, just give Mann Benham a quick call, and we can point you to the correct direction.
Wonderful. Well, Jeanette and Carly are with us throughout the show, so if you've got any quick legal queries that you'd like them to answer for you, 166 177, or you can email studio@manxradio.com. I'm not going to put you on the spot, Jeanette. I mean, we wouldn't do that. Carly will tell you.
I'll try and answer the
Yeah.
questions.
And the first one we should just say is on the 22nd of January, isn't it? And this is the marketing one, and it's Big Fish in Little Ponds. So you can find out all about that on January the 22nd.